Welcome to episode 8 of our 12 Days of Christmas collection giveaway. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee.
Vincent, get back here this instant! Oh,
Thank you. Oh, I love you too. I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you.
Alright, being that this is episode 8 of our 24 episodes that we will be showing over 12 days, most of you are probably familiar with the opening spiel, but for those of you who are new to this video, let me catch you up. We're going to be giving you a tour of our entire Board Game Coffee board game collection, and during this process we're going to be giving away free board games in order for you to build up your own collection. Now we're going to be giving away 50 or more than 50 board games in total across 24 episodes that are going to span 12 days. And you can enter in each of those episodes. That's 24 chances to win. Plenty of chances to win just before the holidays. Well, hopefully we can do the live video before the holidays. I'm sure we can. Anyways, if you're wondering who I'm talking to, this is my beautiful wife, Brittany.
Hi, everyone.
Who will be helping us out. Now, she usually doesn't come on camera with her hair up, so I'm really curious where this is going to go. Anyways, on each video, we're going to give away anywhere from 1 to 4 board games. Pretty good. And there's no limit to how many times you can win, so enter away. Now, what board games are going to be what board games are up for winning in each episode will be announced randomly throughout the episode, so you're going to have to watch if you want to find out. Winners of these board games will be announced right here live when we go live on Board Game Coffee. And that's going to happen after the 12 videos are over. So after they've aired, you're going to have like a 2-day buffer, and then we're going to go live and announce some winners. It's going to be awesome. But we'll have the dates for that and all the details in the description below when we have it ourselves. Now, that said, this being the season of giving, we want to give you board games, and at the same time, we're going to ask that if you're able to, for you to pay it forward and give to the kiddies at Sick Kids Hospital. We're going to have a link in the description below that'll take you to a donation page that we've put together. Now, the donation page is attached to Sick Kids, so the money doesn't come to us and we give it to them. It goes straight to the hospital. So now, if you can, this being the season of giving, it'd be great if you could donate, but it is absolutely not necessary. Not everybody is in the position to donate, and it has no effect on your chances of winning. So don't feel like only the people who donate are the ones who are going to win. Well, they are in here. Anyways, I was choking a little bit there. Okay, let's get to it. I think we're good, right, Britt?
Yeah,
all right, let's go. Oh, and if you don't win, we're going to be giving out some micro reviews and handing out some Board Game Coffee seals of approval for if you want to build up your collection and you're not winning games on your own, you can just go buy them. We can, not all of us can be winners. Some of us just have to buy what we want. I don't win much. I enter.
You buy a lot.
I buy a lot. That makes up for the lack of winning.
Debatable.
Doesn't really make up for it. You know what we should do? We should get sponsorship from
Drinks?
Zoa. They probably won't sponsor us unless we can say it right. But it's an energy drink. It's tasty.
It is very tasty.
I don't care for the peach one as much. I like the tropical.
I drank all those.
The tropical one, it's like the orange something. Those are pretty good. But we're not here to talk about drinks. We're here to talk about board games. Okay, so episode 8. What is the first game in our collection that we're showing off?
One of the creepiest boxes we have.
Oh, Betrayal Legacy. Fun fact: this is the only Legacy game that we've ever played as a campaign. Like, we've played Gloomhaven, but just scenarios, not as a Legacy game. So this is the first Legacy game that we've actually played as a Legacy game. And well, I guess some people consider Jaws of the Lion a Legacy game.
Oh, that's true.
But I think they say they're not.
Well,
but
we were ripping up cards, I think, for this one.
For this one, yes. This is like legit Legacy, where you're just like tearing up tiles, etc. We have played
a lot. So wrong.
If you consider Jaws of the Lion a Legacy game, then we have played that. But we don't. This, on the other hand, is definitely a Legacy game. It's got the classic Legacy, like, destroy your tiles and cards and put stickers in your books to make permanent changes and write on cards permanently. And we had a lot of fun with this.
We did.
But we didn't finish it. We got up to chapter 7, and then lockdown happened again, like one of the many like serious lockdown. Chikung. I think it was the first lockdown.
It might have been the first one.
I think it was the first lockdown that shut us down. We were making great progress because I think we made it to chapter 7 in like 2 or 3 sittings.
Yeah.
2 or 3 sittings. We say recordings, yeah, because we were going to record those, and that didn't happen. Those videos will never see the light of day.
No.
Anyways, Betrayal Legacy. Not bad, but you know what I prefer over? I actually prefer the original over Betrayal Legacy. I don't know why, I just do. I think I like the variety of Betrayal House on the Haunted Hill.
Yeah.
Or Betrayal on House on the Haunted Hill. It's too long a title. Just call it Betrayal.
All right, go to the next game.
Next game.
This is the game I think I wanted really bad. And it's still in its packaging. 'cause
Fireball Island.
I'm not the one who learns the games.
No. So, Fireball Island. This is a recreation of the classic, if you guys don't know already, of the classic Fireball Island, which had the plastic head that spit out fireballs and ran down the plastic mountain. And as a kid, I always wanted that game, and my mom would never buy it for me. So, I asked once, she's like, I'm not going to waste my money on that. And I'm like, all right, let's stop asking. That's how it was in my house. There's no point in asking over and over again.
So now we buy all toys as adults.
That's right. So I was very excited when Restoration was going to bring this game back out, because I was like, finally I get to play it. But I have yet to play it. How long has this game been out? Like 3-4 years? I still have yet to open this. But, if you notice, I have a t-shirt. Now the t-shirt has a story. This t-shirt is actually a little tight because it's actually a woman's t-shirt. Because when we were at Origins
2019,
we were at a bar. Not like we were hammered. We were just hanging out at the bar, playing board games, chatting.
It was at the bar at our hotel where everyone was playing
Bar
board
on
games.
2.
Yeah.
And
the Hyatt.
yeah, and then somebody who was working for Restoration Games at their booth, Ronnie. Thanks, Ronnie. Ronnie's a great person. She wanted the t-shirt I was wearing because it had a picture of pizza on it. And I was like, all right, well, I'll give you my shirt if you give me yours. So we switched shirts. Mine was huge on her. This is like a second skin. It's so tight. Anyways, so that's my story. We haven't played this. I've always wanted to play it, but I do got a t-shirt. But I'm going to put this away for now. Oh, another funny story. Even though I wanted the original so bad, my sister used to spoil my nephew. Now, my nephew, we're like 4 years apart. My sisters are much older than I am. And she bought this for him because I said I wanted it, so he said he wanted it. And my sister bought it for him in a second. And when I came over, I was like, oh my god, you got Fireball Island? Amazing! Open the box. Pieces are already all over his room, in other toys, under the bed. It wasn't even playable. There was stuff everywhere. I managed to find one marble and the mountain and roll it down, but we could not play it. Things were just like chaos everywhere. So... That's my story.
That's a sad story.
Yeah, what do you have for me?
Hi.
Hey, look, it's Brittany. What do we have here? Oh, we have Unmatched Battle of Legends Volume 1. Now, interesting thing about Unmatched, overall, I'm a fan of, as you can see, I'm a fan of Unmatched. So I've got a lot of the Unmatched stuff. Oh, look, there's more. The one I don't have, which if anybody wants to, if anybody has a connection and they can get me a copy, I don't have the Deadpool version, and I want that so bad.
Why don't we have it?
Because they're sold out everywhere. They can't do it now. You have to go to like Barnes & Nobles, which is not even a Canadian store. And me and Chris went there on the way back from Gen Con, and they didn't have them. So apparently, like, that's the only place you can get them are the ones that are already out in the wild. So I never got my hands on a copy. Mind you, there's a lot of copies here that aren't open. That's because I bought a whole bunch at once and we haven't got to play this. There are a few boxes that are open, like Buffy and the original, and Bruce Lee and Robin Hood and Bigfoot. So there are a few that are open because I played this a lot when we first bought it at Gen Con. The first Gen Con we went to.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's where we bought it.
Yep.
And I had so much fun with it. So much fun that I'm giving it the board game copy seal of approval. Oh, that's right. But funny thing is, as much as I like these turn-based combat games for like 2 players, nobody else seems to like them. Yeah, so I can't get Brittany.
I don't mind it. It's not a game that I would choose to play.
I can't get Brittany to play them with me. I can't get Chris to play them with me.
What I will say about this game is you really do feel the theme of whatever character you're playing, which I really appreciate, and the art on this game is amazing.
Now, here's the thing. The board game copy seal of approval, I'm latching to this one, to the core game, to the first one I launched. But there's expansions I like. I like the Bigfoot expansion. I like the Bruce Lee expansion. I'm not a huge fan of the Buffy expansion. And there's a whole bunch of Marvel ones in here. Right? Like there's like Hell's Kitchen. We got Cobble and Fog. We've got Volume 2. Buffy.
I want to play Jurassic Park.
We got Redemption Row. I want to play this one. I want to play Cobble and Fog. And the Daredevil one. What's the Daredevil one? That's not Redemption Row. The The Daredevil one is called... Is this the one?
No, you just were holding it. Hell's
Was
Kitchen.
I? Was this one? Oh, Hell's Kitchen. I want to play Hell's Kitchen. You know, the Bruce Lee one is fun. That's the only one that you just get Bruce Lee. All of these are like standalone games except for Bruce Lee. All of them you can play by yourself. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they look like it. So you got like Dr. Sattler versus the T-Rex. Oh, did you see a mini? There should have been a mini. There was a limited edition mini.
Yeah, right here.
There was a limited edition, there he is, of Malcolm. The one hit Malcolm, I don't know if you can make it out. It's Malcolm in his sexy shirt. You know when he's sitting there and he's got his shirt open? You had to get this. I paid $10 for that at Origins.
What?
At Gen Con, sorry, yeah.
This is why you need adult supervision.
And then there's another Jurassic Park one. You got InGen versus Raptors. We got Little Red Riding Hood and Beowulf. Now this is taking a little long because these technically are all different games. Usually if this was all one game, I'd be like, this is one game. But these are all separate games. You could buy any of these individually except Bruce Lee. And then you got Robin Hood and Bigfoot. So you see, I went all in. So although I don't think all the expansions are amazing, the core game is awesome. And then you're going to have to experiment with the expansions to see which ones you like.
So are they expansions or...
They're not expansions, sorry. Let me correct. Yeah, you are correct. Okay. They are not expansions, except for the Bruce Lee one.
Yeah.
They are standalone editions, but you can mix and match them. You could take Bigfoot and battle Little Red Riding Hood, or you can take anybody from the core box and battle against a raptor.
Very cool.
That's that. So you can mix and match them. So they all exist. They're all kind of like the same game in parts. So yeah, I guess they're not expansions because expansions you can't usually, or maybe they are. Here, take this. They are expansions. They're standalone expansions because there are some expansions that are also standalone games. So, Board Game Coffee, seal of approval. I really like Unmatched. As you can tell, I keep buying them. Restoration. I did reach out to Restoration to see if we can get some giveaways for Unmatched. I didn't hear back in time. Mind you, they were probably at PAX. I don't know if I contacted the right person. We don't really have a relationship with Restoration Games, but we'd like to. And if that relationship gets me a copy of the Deadpool version, I'm all in. I'll review it now. Board Game Coffee seal of approval. Oh no, I can't sell it. Oh, I'm dying here. What is this? Oh, this is Return to the Dark Tower. Isaac worked on this from Isaac Childress from Gloomhaven fame. God, you only have one job right now.
I know. Here, look at coins.
Oh, we got coins that go with this. Like Dark Tower coins, and I can't see them.
Sorry.
I haven't seen these because these just came out of the brown box.
Oh, I didn't know.
I didn't know these existed. So, here's the thing. I haven't played this. I heard good things. This was in a brown box up until about, like an hour ago, where we had to stack them, and then we took them out and just placed them, but I didn't get to see any of it. We just took it out of the brown box. Mostly, we haven't done that for most of them. So, yeah, we have this, haven't touched it. So, I can't even know where to put this. I expected most of these videos to go like that, where it was like, this is what we got, haven't played it, next. This is what we got, haven't played it, next. But I'm surprised how much I have to say about as much as I do. But you haven't played Returns to the Dark Tower, you don't know much about it.
I don't.
But it's also a remake, just like Fireball Island was.
Oh.
And because the original had this big tower, and it had lights that blinked and did things, and this one is even more high-tech, and it's supposed to be very good. So I'm really excited to try that out. And now that it's out of the box, maybe I can. All right. You know what I'm excited for? After we get these 12 videos out, I think we'll have some downtime where I can actually play things.
Yeah, right.
For 3 days.
We say that, and then we put more videos out.
Yeah. Okay, what do we got next? Oh.
See? He lied.
We got Batman.
We don't have downtime.
We got Batman. Everybody Lies.
We have a preview for this.
Yeah, we do have a preview for this. I think the preview is hilarious, personally. We have a guest star.
Yeah, wait till the end.
Wait till the end. Watch our preview. We have a guest star from a very popular board game channel. And I think they do a great job.
Yeah.
And personally, I think I do a great impression of Todd. Tom. That's Todd. I was trying because I was thinking Rodney, and somehow Rodney and Tom made Todd in my head. Tom Vassell, Rodney Smith, and the guys at Shut Up and Sit Down.
Yeah.
Quinn. So Quentin Smith. So we poked a little fun at them. I thought we had a good time with that. Now, we played this for the preview, but I can tell you right now, I'm freaking terrible at these games.
Well, you have to be like really, really, really smart on the detective side, and we're both just not there. We're more at like the Clue level.
We're not. No.
We're like at Clue level.
Brittany's gonna have to stop talking. So.
Okay, you're more at Clue level.
I'm not very good at the detective games. I'm just going to say that. And because I knew that, I never really got into them before. But when there was an opportunity to work on Everybody Lies, because it's Batman based, I was like, oh, I'm in. You put a superhero label on it, I'll play anything.
We still had a lot of fun doing it. We just were terrible.
But I'm just terrible. Score is just low. My score on those games is always like, do better next time. You know, they have that little scale. I'm always in the do better next time scale.
Don't quit your day job.
It's not my thing. They're not my thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of this one.
Bam. Gutenberg. Now this one, as soon as I saw this at Gen Con, I was at Gen Con with Chris. We met with Ignacy, the main man over at Portal Games. And I saw this and I was like, oh, I want to play that. And he asked me, he's like, would you like to review one of these? And I was like, the only one I'm interested is Gutenberg. And not like he had other games there, but I was like, we don't have time to them. I can only take one, and it would be Gutenberg. And he's like, all right, we'll have it shipped out for you for review. And we did a review.
An unfiltered review.
An unfiltered review. So that means those tend to be longer. They're like a podcast format. So we have our regular reviews, which are funny, witty, quick. And then we have our unfiltered reviews. And
which are kind of like first impressions.
Yeah. Well, not because we didn't play that one. We played it more than once. It's not a first impression.
I guess
it can't be a first impression if we only played it once.
Right.
If we played it more than once. Anyways. So.
That's why I'm off screen, guys.
Anyways. Yeah, I'll explain how first impressions work. So, we did an unfiltered review, so if you want to get our full opinion on Gutenberg. But one thing I can tell you is it's getting our Board Game Coffee seal of approval, because it is a good one, which kind of wrecks the whole review portion. Oh. But go check it out. We talk in depth. But it's really good. Basically, you're running a printing house, and there's orders you got to fill. The orders are simple. They're like, there's like a series of letters, like vowels, and then there's sometimes they want like certain colors, and they want leather binding, and the orders look very simple. Like can't really make it out from here, but they're just like little cards that have like AAOOUI. And you're like, okay, I have to collect those letters. And at the bottom, it's got an optional thing where you can you can add blue and red to this. And then if you have a leather binding, even better. And then if you get the whole card, you get some bonus points. And that's the whole thing. You're just trying to fill orders. And everybody's bidding to take their actions, which is a neat mechanic.
Yep.
And it's a super simple game to follow. You basically perform the actions on the board from top to bottom. Everybody bids on their order, so as in the order they play. So if I bid a lot of points everybody has a certain amount of a pool of points they can spend, which changes as the first player token goes around. The first player always has the least amount of tokens, and the last player always has the most, but the first player breaks ties. So you basically say, I want to spend 2 points here, 3 points here, 1 here, 2 here, and then you go around the table, everybody reveals what they bid, and whoever bid the most on that section gets to go first, which is like take a card, take some ink, do some things, fulfill, grab some special orders you can fill, etc. So it's really good. Board Game Coffee, seal of approval, Portal Games, Gutenberg, well deserved. It's a great game, easy to get into. It's so easy to get into.
I think it's a gateway game. I think it's going to be a gateway game.
I think it could be a great gateway game. Yeah. I would definitely introduce Megan to that. Megan is Brittany's friend who I introduced to Azul, and now she's Azul addicted.
Yes, she is.
She
was not a board gamer at all, but was open to it when we suggested Azul.
Yes, because she had nothing else to do. We had to wait at a bar.
I think we were at a bar. And it was a happy moment.
Okay, so what do we got here? Aha! Betrayal at House on the Hill. I just can never get that title right. Now, we've played Betrayal at House on the Hill plenty. Now, if you haven't played it before, it's a co-op until it isn't. Everybody's walking through the house, and Now, I don't spend a lot of time to talk about all the games. The only games I really spend time to talk about are games that get our Board Game Coffee seal of approval. That's right. So, Betrayal at House on the Hill. This box is pretty worn. It's gotten a lot of play back in the day, back before Board Game Coffee was really Board Game Coffee. And
I feel like with this game, though, the betrayer always ends up being the new person.
Yeah, it's the person who's never played before is always the betrayer, and it's terrible because like you're teaching them how to play the game, and they have to take this book, and they don't know how to play. Like your mom was the betrayer once, and she had to go away. I was like, I'm sorry, like board games, you don't play board games.
It's totally at random.
So it's like, here, read page 19 of this thing. Don't tell us anything. We can't help you. You're on your own. We taught you as much as we could, and then we have to let you go. Because Betrayal, basically, everybody goes into a haunted house, you explore their haunted house, and then somebody triggers what's called the haunt, and then something terrible happens, and then somebody is either trying to, you find out some of the people you're with, somebody you're with is like an occult leader who's trying to eat you, or raise the dead, or do something just terrible. And the thing is, what's funny is, you don't know you're the betrayer until you start.
Yeah.
But, if you're watching this, you probably know how Betrayal at House on the Hill, it's even right in front of me, I can't say it.
I think it's because you're mixing up with the movie.
Whatever. Anyways, so Betrayal, great game, Board Game Coffee, seal of approval. Avalon Hill did this, didn't they? No, it's Wizards of the Coast.
Great game.
Great game.
This game, we've never played, but we have all the pretty bits.
We have not. Well, there's all of it. There's tons of boxes there for it. This is
Brittany Fail.
Yeah, Brittany Fail for sure.
Fail. We even have a book.
Black Rose Wars. We're just going to show you what I have because I've never played Black Rose Wars.
I didn't realize this whole pile.
Look, we have a book. We have black boxes. We have white boxes. We have gray boxes. We have
bananas.
So many boxes.
Okay, I did not realize that.
So many boxes of Black Rose Wars. Never played it, but I'm very happy about using these little wooden bowls.
Yeah.
That's it. I think we have an unboxing for this. I can't speak.
Do we?
I think so. I can't speak for this game because I haven't played it, but we have it. So let's get it out of here. And one day, it looks really cool. The minis are amazing. All right.
We have this Amazon box.
Oh, the Amazon box is my favorite. Is this our last?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Brittany's got stickers on these things. This is my favorite Amazon box. No. So this Amazon box, you might have noticed, not as pretty as some of the other games we've shown you. It's because this is a prototype. And not just any prototype. It is a prototype of our next giveaway. Oh! That alarm is slowing down.
It is.
It used to be before I announced it, but now it's like lagging. We gotta
it's just random.
We gotta replace the batteries on that thing. But anyways, so we're not gonna see who it is. So I'm gonna tell you a little bit about this game. This is gonna be your prize. But you're not gonna get this. You're not gonna get a prototype. It was a Kickstarter, and you're gonna get a final brand new version, a brand new copy of what's in here. More than what's in here, because this is a prototype, doesn't even have all of this stuff. But let me reveal. And just so you know, I'm going to give you a heads up. We have plenty of playthroughs videos of me and Brittany going through this.
That's right.
And I can tell you what's in this is a whole new experience that I am so looking forward to. And if you've seen if you watch the channel, you probably know what I'm talking about. But here it comes. Here it comes. Here you go. It's, this is probably it's the Teburu. The Teburu, look at this. For those of you who don't know, this board is magical. You put other game boards, as in other game boards that are designed for the Teburu, you put them on here, right? And the board underneath reads what's happening on top of here. It follows your characters. It tracks where the bad guys are. It knows what you're doing. And this part here, this little bit here is like the brain. And it attaches to, it basically controls everything. It sends signals to an iPad that'll sits at the end that basically DMs your game, will tell you stories. It keeps you up to date on what's happening on the board with special effects and sound effects and all kinds of stuff. And then it also connects to your mobile device, your Android or iPhones. And I say iPad, but it could be any sort of device. You can even actually use your iPhone or Android at the end if you want. Any sort of mobile device. If it can get a signal, then you can do this. It's got these dice that you roll, and it knows what you roll. It's got these cool, like, bases that you stick onto these enemies, and you... Oh, it still works. Still charged. We haven't played this so long. But the sections light up to tell you, like, oh, this area is weakened, and that area is damaged, and that area is gonna mess you up. Whatever. They can do all kinds of things with this. But this, here you go. The Teburu is a system. The game you're getting with the system is going to be the Bad Karmas, which is it's like a situational combat game where you're going to be put in a room with like a big monster like this, and you and your teams, 4 people in a team, are going to have to combat this thing, and you're going to go from one big battle to the next, and each boss has different abilities. Like this guy here had some crazy portals. Oh, I think that came unglued. That was poorly packaged by me. I gotta be careful with prototypes. I'm just a disaster with prototypes.
They're more delicate, and just so you know, the prototype minis are made of a different material than what you would be receiving.
Yeah.
So please don't.
That's prototypes in general are made out of more.
They're all like that.
Yeah,
so it's
more
not
fragile.
the Teburu's fragile minis by any means. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah. So another thing you should know is like, so this guy, he had like these portals that he would open up on the level, and the AI would control that. So you'd be fighting, and then he would do something, and the portal would open up and spit you out and just mess you up.
Yeah.
But then you have to figure it out, because there's no... Here's the clever thing. Since there's no rules that you have to read in the rule book, it's a surprise. So you have to figure out... It's kind of like when you're playing a video game. You're fighting the boss, and you're like, oh, after I do this, he's going to go for the big punch. Mm-hmm. So you have to kind of play and figure out what it is, because the AI is controlling it. So you're going to go, oh, I know what he does now. I kind of see the pattern. I see how it works. So as a team, you have to work together and figure it out. And what's cool is you unlock things, because all your cards that you play with, because basically you have a bunch of cards and that you use as you move your characters around to trigger special abilities. They're represented as cards. And as you do certain actions, you earn achievements that unlock cards. Like, do this much damage, do this, do A, do B, heal this, heal that, whatever. And you see these little bars, those little progress bars that are tracking it for you. So you're like, oh, you're like one more thing away from unlocking this card, and then it's in your hand, and then you can start using it. And what's great is like the cards have a refresh ability. Like when you use a card, there's a refresh time on it, but because it's all automated, it's all tracked for you. So you can't accidentally do something wrong, which is great. So you can, like, we haven't played this, but we could just jump in and start playing.
You mean we haven't played this in a while?
Yeah, we haven't played this in a while. That's what I meant. Like, we haven't played this in a while, but we could just jump in now and start playing, because the game teaches you as you go.
As you go, yeah.
Which is excellent. I can't, like...
I love the potential of the Teburu as well, because there's maybe more games that would go with it. But this is not, just to be clear, this is not a video game.
No.
This is just a board game. It's very much a board game that uses technology to help enhance the experience, and I love it because there's oftentimes we play a lot of games and Mark, you get stuck in the rule book, but this actually helps you stay in the experience so that there's not so much pressure on you to read everything.
Yeah, it's cool that it handles
the rules and
and I like,
jump in and have fun.
Say if all these games that we had here, like say if Blood Rose was on here, Black Rose Wars, if that was on here, we could play that now, because it would teach you as you go. And it's not teach you like it's a tutorial. Like there will be some tutorial to get you going, but it handles everything. You're like, okay, you can do these 3 things. Like, all right. And you start doing them. And if you fail, no big deal. You learn as you go, and it teaches you. And if you can't do something, it corrects you. So you can't do it wrong. And it's great. Yeah. And yeah, if you do something that you don't want to do and you want to take it back, there is a forgiving, like, undo feature. So you're not like locked into it. It's because everybody everybody has those games. You're like, can I take that back? Brittany knows.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Except unlike Brittany, you can't go back 3 turns and take back like your entire move and be like, I think I forgot to get money. Actually, this is perfect for you, because you're like, no, you got it. Teburu gave it to you. Anyways, somebody is going to be winning a brand new copy of the Teburu with the Bad Karmas. And the thing is, the guys from Explore who sponsored this giveaway, they've got so many more licenses coming out for this thing and so many more plans for this. And this arena combat system is only one type of game you can do this. You can do like dungeon crawlers. You can do hidden movement games. And it would be like there's so much stuff you can do. So many things you can do.
It just enhances the experience.
It's just got a built-in, like, I am so excited. Like, it's in a prototype state, so we can't give it a board game copy seal of approval. And if we do, it'll have to be on the system itself. But it has to be released before we do it. We can't base our opinion solely on a prototype.
Yeah.
But right now, of the prototype, we love it.
Yeah.
We're big fans. We're big fans. Okay, is that it, Brittany?
It is, because I didn't realize that one big tower of games was one game.
Yep, that was all one. All right. Well, Brittany, if you could bring up my notes so I don't forget. No, get out of here. All right. So, here's what you got to do to win. If you want to win the Teburu, this is what you got to do. You've got to subscribe to Board Game Coffee on YouTube. You got to like this video, and you got to, in the comments, answer the question: what game or type of games or licenses would you like to see running on the Teburu? Since Teburu is the only sponsor of this video, we'll just keep it Explored. Since Explored is the only sponsor of this video, we'll keep the question Teburu centric. So, what kind of games would you like to see running on the Teburu? Feel free to be specific. Maybe we can have a nice little chat about it. Anyways, because I'm excited. So, subscribe, like, tell us what kind of games you like to see on the Teburu. And when you're commenting, when you're giving us your answer, tag which country you're answering from. That'll help us with some of the contests that are worldwide. Other ones are just US and Canada. Now, here's the thing. We don't know yet if the Teburu is only going to be US and Canada, as far as like who can win it. It might be worldwide. I don't know yet, because they're really busy with they got some big things in the works, and they're really busy. So, and this kind of came up. I didn't really give them enough warning. So they're like,
also have a time zone.
Yes, and there's a time zone difference. So like I write them today, hear back tomorrow. But they were definitely a Teburu and the Bad Karmas. But I didn't get the answer if it was US and Canada only or worldwide. So you know what? Everybody enter. When we figure it out, we'll sort it out when we announce the winners.
And there's other games that you can win as well.
And there's other games you can win. So here's how it's gonna go. When all 24 videos are done after 12 days, we are going to go live and announce the winner. And remember, I said this before, enter in all 24 videos, because that gives you 24 chances to win. Right? That's good stuff. And you're not limited to just one prize. You win 5 times, you're taking home 5 gifts. That's how it works. That's just how it works. And if you haven't watched all the other videos, if you haven't entered on all the other videos, we're gonna have a link in the description to each and every video as they become available. Keep in mind, you're watching this, not all the videos are recorded yet. We're getting on that. We're gonna pump them out 2 per day. It's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be a thing we're doing, right, Brett? You got this. Here, give it in. Put it there. Bam. There you go. Okay, so that is it for this episode. And don't forget, sick kids, if you can donate, please do. The kiddies will be all the happier for it and healthier. All right. See you guys in, I guess, a few hours, because we got more episodes coming. This is episode 8?
This is episode 8.
Episode 9. See you on episode 9. Thanks for joining us. If you like this video and you want to see more, subscribe to our channel. It's the best way to keep up to date with everything we do here at Board Game Coffee. But if you want to see more right now, we got plenty of videos to choose from. And if that's not enough, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm Mark Maya, and this is Board Game Coffee. And remember, have fun, keep gaming, be social. See you next week.